Hey y'all, it's K Divine. Um, this is gonna be quick because it doesn't need a lot. Um, I want you to be so proud of yourself. I want you to be so proud of yourself for making it this far. It has not been easy. I don't want to cry, but I can just feel it in the collective, not just because of what I've been going through, but I can feel it. Some of y'all been struggling for a long time. Some of y'all have been life has just been lifing, and life has been whooping your ass. It's like you can't catch a break. But you know what? I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to be so proud of yourself because it is not easy. When you have people coming after you to tear you down, when you have people coming after you trying to invoke some sort of tower moment in your life, sometimes it's successful as far as they're able to, the powers that be oftentimes can pull the rug up under our feet, and it's not something that everybody would be able to handle. And you are handling yourself so well. You got people shook right now. They weren't expecting this. They thought that, oh yeah, we gonna take everything, we gonna ruin this, we gonna fuck this up, we gonna make it so that they can't get an apartment, we gonna make it so that they can't buy that house that they want, we gonna make sure that they can't get that promotion that they want. And you said, okay, I'm still gonna get up every day, I'm still gonna go do what I need to do, and I'm gonna do it with a smile. I'm gonna do it the best that I can, even though I don't feel good, even though I don't understand what's going on, even though I don't deserve this. But I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna get up and do this every day. Do it the best that I can. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted by Victoria while she's over here chasing birds. So I want you to be extremely proud of yourself because them folks did not. They counted you out, man. I promise you, they counted you out. This is why they tried to bury you. This is why they tried to dismiss you. This is why they turned so many people against you, is because they didn't expect you to make it this far. Also, they did not expect you to have this level of growth. It takes a very strong person to be able to take everything that has happened to them and use it as a tool to further push themselves. They thought that if they took whatever it is they took from you, that was gonna make you stop. They thought that if they turned all your friends against you, they thought that if they paid your family off to abandon you, they thought that if they sent you a false lover to destroy your self-esteem, that it was going to destroy you, that you wouldn't have anything left, that it was going to bury you. Like, you, I don't know if you guys ever have watched the short series on Netflix called Made. If you haven't, please go watch it because it's a really good little show. It there's a lot of stuff in there. You know, one day I really hope that one of the projects I would like to do, maybe not on this channel, but I might create another one to do that, is I want to use TV shows and movies as a way to explain like narcissism, like depression and all that stuff. Like I want to talk about that. Like I want to do that one day. So hopefully that's something I can come up with. Anyways, in the show Maid, towards the end of the series, so the main character, she was in an abusive relationship with her child's father, and she was trying to get away from him, and she had two shitty parents herself. Her dad, who accepted his abuse and pretty much made her seem like she was tripping, and then her mom, who just was an airhead and just was not emotionally involved in what her daughter needed. And so she did a lot of stuff to she lived in, you know, a shelter community, you know, that helped out a lot. And you know, she went through a lot, but towards the end of the series she ended up living back with her baby's father. And there is a scene where it's a depiction of like her sinking into the couch, and it was like it's a representation of the depression and the, like, just like the sunken place, kind of like in Get Out. She was pretty much in, like, it was the sunken place where it was just this dark hole where she just was like kind of in the fetal position, and it's just like she wasn't present anymore. She was just existing. She was existing in the relationship. She was existing, you know, as a caretaker for her daughter, but she wasn't living. She wasn't present. She had pretty much given up, because it's like she tried to get away. She tried to, you know, make money on her own and do everything, and it's like she felt like she failed, to end up back in this situation that she doesn't want to be with someone who doesn't really want to be with her. He just wanted to control her. He was cheating on her. He was abusive. I mean, he didn't put his hands on her, but it's like, and this is the thing about abuse. A lot of people assume that if you're a victim of domestic violence, that you have to have been beaten up, and that's just not true. What if they're threatening you, if they're punching holes in the wall, you know, if they setting you up, I mean, if they're cheating on you, and they could be bringing home diseases and things of that nature, that's domestic violence. That's bodily violence, okay? And I'm tired of people pretending like that's not a big deal, because it is. I don't care if they've even made small gestures, like they was gonna hit you, like they jump at you, like that's violent. So, you know, like I'm saying, like she was pretty much in a sunken place for a while, because, you know, like I said, she tried to get out of this situation. She ended up right back over there, exactly where she didn't want to be at, with a man who didn't love her, who didn't care for her, and he was just downright disrespectful. Like, let's just call a spade, downright disrespectful. Okay. And eventually she got away, she got out, and, you know, but that depiction of that sunken place, like, that is where these people want you to be. They want you to be so depressed. They want you to be so upset. They want you to look at your life like, wow, I can't do anything right. But it's like, this is where you got to have that discernment, and you got to look at things from a higher perspective, because I can ruin my own life. I don't need help ruining my life, okay? If I really wanted to fuck my life up, I could. It's not that hard. All it takes is a few really, really bad decisions to fuck your life up. Okay? It's very easy. There are people in jail right now that had lost everything because of a quick bad decision, because they shot somebody and killed them, because they stole something that they shouldn't have stolen, and now they got 10 years in jail, you know, because they lashed out and hit somebody, and that person ended up, you know, in a wheelchair or something, you know, like, you know, just crazy stuff. Split second, not thinking, things that make people go to jail, things that make people die. I can ruin my life on my own. But these people orchestrated a whole bunch of chaos in your life just because they wanted to sit back and watch you crumble. They thought that if they turned all your friends against you, that you was going to feel like you weren't worthy of love and friendship. They thought that watching your family abandon you was going to crush you and make you think like there's something wrong with me. But it's like, if you had to do all of that just because you wanted to watch me fail, you wanted me to believe that it was me, that I was the problem, if you had to do all of that, and then you got people watching me, you sending fake friends towards me, people, you got agents, whole agents coming towards me just to knock me off of my square, just so you can get information off of me. That's an illusion. That means that you see something in me that you don't have. That's what that means. And that's what's happening to y'all. These people see something in you that they don't have. And it's something that they can't obtain through going to the store and buying it. They can't wake up one day and they just got it. It's not like that. Whatever it is you got, that talent, your aura, your essence, your presence, your walk, your talk, whatever it is that you do, and you do it well, them folks they can't replicate that shit, and they hate you for that. They were hoping that if they could destroy you, that somebody else would be able to absorb that energy, and that you would, you know, that you would basically become like a non-factor. Come on. That's what they thought. Hold on, y'all. They thought that they was going to destroy you, and that this was going to be over for you. That's what they thought. But you're just getting started. And I probably said this in one of my last videos. While they sitting over here worried about who you used to be and still trying to, you know, they still doing the same shit they was doing years ago, mocking you. You know the crazy thing that I've noticed? That these people will sit, these are older people, y'all. These are mature. These are seasoned people. I don't want to call them mature because they're emotionally and spiritually immature. Very, very much so. These people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s over here mocking you. Hold on. Again, sorry. These people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s sitting back, doing all this stuff to, and it's like, how old are these people? Like, are you for real? Like, this is what you do with your time? Now, I'm 29, okay? I'm 29. And so, for me, seeing older people behave that way is just so baffling to me, because I'm just like, it's sad. The misery loves company. Misery loves company. A lot of these people, especially these gang stalkers, a lot of them have come into, like, they came to go, like, to come up against you and all of that because they need something to hold on to, because they not holding on to nothing in their life. They don't got nothing to look forward to. This is it. Even though they're bored watching you because nothing's happened yet. And nothing's going to happen. They've been wasting their time. While they was sitting up here thinking that they was gonna get, a show, they not getting shit. And they mad about it. Because they really thought, oh yeah, this is it. Oh yeah. It's only gonna take a couple of days. This person's gonna lose their mind. And it's just like, you know what? You're a strong person. You adapt to situations. You make the best out of everything, and that pisses these people off because they don't have an angle to destroy you. These people are looking at the drawing board like, what else can we take from them? What else can we do? We'll keep going over there and mocking them. See that it's like you're not even paying attention because it's like, okay. That's why I keep saying in my situation, I'm like, I can't even be temporarily houseless, temporarily unhoused, and y'all still are mad. And it's because I'm not out here stealing. I'm not out here crumbling down every day. I'm not on the street begging people. Like, it's not that I'm too prideful. Like, I've asked for help, but it's like, y'all go watch my video about This Is a Cruel World. Like, people, like, even the people who are in these so-called like social services sectors, a lot of those people are evil too. And quite frankly, they really don't want to help people. They don't. They get into those career fields because they think they want to help people, or because they want that image. They want people to see them as a good person, and they feel like, oh well, yeah, like, oh well, I work for social services, I work for a charity, oh yeah, and I do, like, because I mean, I've met so many people, over the course of this journey, that work in these social services and stuff like that are just mean, and that they're just rude, and they just seem like they don't care. And it's like, why are you here? It's like, because they like to tell people, oh well, I volunteer and help people in the community that don't have enough to eat. Oh well, I work at Catholic Social Services, and I'm I help people. I help mothers and children, and I help get them placed when they're home. Like, they love telling people that type of stuff because it makes them feel good about themselves, but really deep down inside, they really don't care about them people. They really don't. They don't. And it's just sad because that's just the world that we live in. Which is so crazy because it's like, out of all the careers that you could have chosen, you chose something that don't generate much income. Because none of them people make that much money. Honestly. A lot of them don't make no more than $45,000 to maybe $60,000 as a regular employee. Maybe a little bit more if they're a director. You probably get about 80, 90, maybe 100, depending on who you work for. But most of those social services like careers, because I have a minor in social work, and so I know I've looked at those jobs. Yeah, it's not a lot. They don't make a lot of money. That's why I think it's kind of funny. They be miserable in them jobs. Anyways, let's get back on topic though. But they thought they was gonna do all this shit to destroy you, and they are disappointed. And I say, just keep them disappointed. These people are so confused. Like, you got people waiting around. They've been waiting around for weeks, just waiting. Like, all right, is today the day? It's gonna happen today. And every time they see you, you smiling. Every time they see you, you getting up and you going and you doing something. You taking care of yourself. They don't like that, because they like, what do we gotta do to get this person to crumble? And you not gonna crumble. You gonna make it out of it, whatever it is you going through, yo. But I love y'all, okay? Keep going. Thank the Most High. Thank your ancestors and your spiritual team for guiding you. Will be okay eventually. I know they don't feel good, but it's gonna be okay. I love y'all. It's your girl Katie Bryan. I'll see you later. Bye.